We have not only some of the finest music folks on this call with us, but we
Yes.
also have neighbors. They live in this area of Columbia, and we are so blessed that they live in this area because they're just amazing folks. We have
Yes.
David Phelps and Lori Phelps. How are y'all doing this
Hey,
morning?
y'all.
We're
We're doing great.
good. Thanks for having
Good.
us.
Thank you for being on.
Yeah, absolutely. We're so glad you're here. I was just telling Brenda Lynn, and I've told her before. It's so interesting, when people come to town, they're like, "Well, what are the really cool things? We don't know much about this area." And I said, "Well, there's one thing that you may or may not know, but one of the wonders of the world, the greatest tenor in the world, lives here in this area." And I truly believe that. And so we are so blessed that you're here and your family's here, and it's just a wonderful. Don't you love this area?
Oh,
Oh,
we
it's
love it.
great.
I
We've
come
been
Yeah.
here for 20,
three
23 years
years.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Out here, we raised
24
our
actually.
kids out here, and
Yeah.
Mm.
yeah, we when we first moved to Tennessee, we lived up in Green Hills. We called ourselves the
The
Green
Green
Hillbillies.
Hillbillies.
Nice. I
Perfect.
love it.
We
Perfect.
couldn't wait to get out to the
That
country.
wasn't really our style.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but y'all are Texas folks originally, right? Is that
We
correct?
are,
Yeah.
yes.
That's awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
part of Texas?
I grew up in the Austin area, and David grew up in the Houston area, and then we met at Baylor University, which
Yeah.
is in Waco, Texas.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All
Awesome.
right.
Yeah.
Nice. I always
That's
said
great.
that's my second favorite state.
Oh yeah.
Tennessee's
Oh
first.
yeah. Yeah.
But I love Texas.
Yeah. We're glad you're here. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, been making music a long time and all over the world. I know that. But you guys also do something very special right here at home. And you've got it coming up because we got Meal Days coming up, right?
Yeah, that's right. We got Mule Day, and this is our third Mule Day Barn Bash. So we live out here on an old dairy out in Culleoka, and since I don't milk cows, we converted the old barn to a concert hall about 15 or 16
it was
years
in
ago,
2010. So, yeah.
Mm.
2010. And before that, we used it for chickens and horses and stuff like that. But we cleaned it out real good
Yeah.
and
Well, that's good. That's good
converted
to
it to a
know.
concert hall. So we have these barn bashes out here,
Yeah.
and we right now we do about 3 events a year, and people come in from all over. People fly in from Australia and
Yeah.
Japan
Japan, and it's just amazing. They
That's awesome.
come
to Little Culleoka,
to Little
Tennessee.
Culleoka, Tennessee.
Yes.
Love it. So when people get there, what's the experience like? What are they experiencing when as soon as they get there? Or I'm assuming they know how to get there. Number one, it's in Cullioca.
Yeah,
Everybody
yeah.
knows where Culleoka is.
Yeah,
Um,
but when they get there, what's the experience?
People describe it like a family reunion. A lot of the fans that have been coming have come since 2010, since the original one,
Yeah.
and so they see each other 2 or 3 times a year at these events, and they really feel like it's a family reunion. Often, quite a few of them keep up during that spaces of non-events online, and they keep
Yeah.
up with each other. But
Some real friendships have
yeah,
developed over the
I
years
bet.
of the people that keep coming back, and we also have a lot of new
we
people.
do.
We're
We're
always surprised at
Yeah.
the amount of people that they want. It's a different kind of experience for a concert. You're going out to a farm
Yeah.
in the countryside of Tennessee and hearing music, and so
And you're sitting in a barn, but for those that don't want the farm life, it is heated and air controlled. I mean, it's air controlled. So
That
you have
that
a
it's
would
a
be
seat.
me.
barn.
That would
We're
be
not
me,
sitting
wouldn't it,
at
Brenda Lynn?
home.
Yes.
Yeah,
You
that's
have a
me.
seat. There's
Yeah.
air conditioning. There's restroom
Yeah.
facilities.
Awesome.
But we try and have it just set up to make everyone just feel at home when they get here. We most of our events we have lawn games set up outside around the barn that they can play while they're waiting if they want to come early.
Nice.
Um, we have concession stand that they can get homemade cookies and sweet tea, and just we try to make it
Yeah.
very southern.
Yeah,
That's
very
Another
southern,
awesome.
sounds
Yeah.
family oriented, which is wonderful.
Yes,
Yep.
yes.
Another thing that's part of it is that we run our store out of the barn as well, barn and bale, and
Yeah.
so she curates all the stuff for that, and it's a lot of home goods, it's music, and different things like that as well. That it's all a part of the atmosphere
Yeah.
Oh,
of
very good.
that Swanky Southern, I guess. Yeah.
There
There
you
you
go.
go. Yes.
Perfect, perfect.
Yeah.
He gets it. Yeah,
Yeah, he
they
gets it.
they
They
get
get
it.
it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So, what kind of music can people expect at this upcoming concert that you're doing during Mule Days?
Yeah, our Mule Day celebration is like an Americana celebration, in keeping with the tradition of Mule Day here in Murray County. And people come in and they come to the concert, but they're also being a part of the rest of the Mule Day
The Mule Day weekend,
weekend, and we love it. You know, we see
Mule Train.
the mule train going down here
It
on
goes by our
Culleoka
house every
Highway,
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
and
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
so they get to be a part of a small town festival like that,
Yeah.
and then out at the concert we have a barbershop quartet that's going to be there and they are not just any barbershop. They have won the international barbershop.
Really?
Oh,
How
wow.
Yeah, and
fun.
it's
Yeah.
not just the traditional typical barbershop stuff. It's very
It's
funny and
it's
fun,
fun.
and
Yeah.
it's awesome. And
Awesome.
then we have a bluegrass group that we've had at some different things over the years, and they are just
Downriver Collective
fantastic.
is their name.
Downriver
Awesome.
Collective,
Mhm.
Awesome.
and
Where
then I
where are they located? Are they from this
They
area
were
or somewhere?
originally Belmont students, so
Yeah.
from all over that came to and met at Belmont, and now
Yeah.
they're out of school and in the Nashville area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
And
Nice.
then the Barbershop Quartet, they're I think their home base may be Indiana. Is that right?
yeah, I think so. I think
But
Yeah.
so.
they're literally internationally known
Vocal
Love
for,
that.
Spectrum.
yeah, Vocal
Awesome.
Spectrum. That's the name
Great.
of the Barbershop
Great.
Quartet.
That's exciting.
And I'm assuming, but I should never assume, I know, but I'm assuming that you'll be singing as well there.
Her dad had a saying about
Yes,
assuming.
Mac. Yeah.
Yeah, I probably know it.
Yeah, probably so.
Yeah.
And yes, David will too. It
Yeah.
won't be. I mean, they divide the time, so it won't be a full concert like a
Yeah.
normal David Phelps concert would be.
Sure.
It's uh,
Yeah,
45 minutes or
I'm
so. He's just part of the night.
Yeah, it sounds like there's a
Yeah.
lot going on and a variety of just goodness for people to enjoy. So that's great. What is the time of this event, and can people still get? How do they get admission to this place to this event?
Yes, the tickets are at davidphelps.com, and
Okay.
there's a headliner when you go to the website that just says Barn Bash Events. If they click on that, there's a link to those tickets, as well as we've created a whole like trip guide. They can click on a trip guide and it gives them hotel information, local restaurants, a whole thing just about Mule Day. So there's
Great.
lots and lots of information. I did like if I were coming to town on Mule Day, this is what I would do, and I give them a little. Of course, there's so many more things, but I picked some of my favorite places and restaurants in town that, if I would go to lunch, I would go here, and then I would shop here, and then I would do
Yeah.
this.
Oh,
Just a fun little guide if you're out of town of things you might want to do.
And it
Yeah.
I
starts at
like
what
that.
time? Do you remember what time it starts?
I don't. I'm sorry. It's
But
either
if they go to
6:30 or
the website, they can find out, right?
It'll be on the
it's
website.
on the website.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
All right.
definitely.
davidphelps.com.
And get there early and play yard games and just enjoy the
Hang out,
atmosphere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And shop in the store.
all
Yeah.
that.
All of that. And then we also have, just at Mule Day, we have a VIP garden party where we have a local chef come in and fix hors d'oeuvres. And it's just a mix and mingle. Dave and I go out there and mingle with people. And that's a separate ticket before the show. And that's
That's
a lot of fun.
awesome.
It is a
That
lot of
is
fun.
so
Good.
fun.
We
Yeah.
have
That
about
is the swanky
we have
setup.
about
Yeah.
100 people there for that
Yeah.
in the garden. It's
Yeah,
it's
we
a
have 100
garden party,
tickets,
but
but
it's
it's
where the
March.
garden will be in a month.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gotcha.
The
Yeah.
garden's not quite there yet because it's early April, but
Well, I noticed. I was checking out some of your socials there, and I think Lori, you've got some books and stuff that you're really into this gardening thing, aren't you?
I
Weren't you like
am.
gardening
We
books and
started
things? Yeah.
our first family garden when we lived in Brentwood in the late 90s.
Yeah.
That was our first family garden, and we've had a garden of some sort every year.
That's
I grew
awesome.
up
Yeah.
in the city, but my grandparents were country people in Arkansas, and so we went every summer, and I helped my grandmother in the garden, and I just fell in love with it.
I'll never forget about that first garden we did. First of all, it was way too big.
Huge.
It
And
was
we lived
mostly
in Brentwood.
weeds. And we
Yeah.
planted, this is what I remember from, we planted like 14 eggplant plants. I have never hated eggplant more in my entire life. We had eggplant everywhere.
We kind of
And
finally just pulled the
we
plants
knew
out of the garden.
we knew one recipe. Yeah, we just pulled the plants out of the garden.
So you don't
finally
eat
like-
it anymore? You never eat it again? Is that the deal?
Oh.
So we've learned a few things. We don't need 14 eggplant plants.
Yeah.
One is plenty.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. The whole event sounds like just a bash, a wonderful bash.
It does. It does.
So we will definitely be encouraging folks to check that out and to go to davidphelps.com and find out more about it. But definitely get tickets. And if you're in this area, it's just a wonderful celebration of our glorious Muletown. So it's a good thing.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, David, we have a lot of your music on our show tonight, and
Yeah.
so we've been listening to a lot of great music all week long, picking songs, and
Yes.
man, it's just beautiful. Just brings chills.
So here's the thing: we do, our brand is Swanky Southern Music, which is a blend of traditional jazz, traditional Southern sounds. We love your version of "It's a Wonderful World." We love "When the Saints Go Marching In."
Yeah.
That's what we normally play on our show. So we have to ask you this, not to put you on the spot, both of you.
We're putting them on the spot.
But we are putting you on the spot because we can edit this if we want to later. So, but we always like to ask folks when they're guesting on the show. So, from the Great American Songbook, is there an artist or a song every time you're like, I just love that song. That song just really moves me.
Fly me to the moon. I love Tony Bennett. Oh,
Yes.
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 it's great.
Awesome.
What
What about
about
you,
you?
Lori?
Oh, I am a country girl.
She is a country music
Restless
fan.
Heart, anything Restless Heart. I'm sorry,
Okay.
that's not jazzy, but
I thought you were going
anything
toward.
Restless Heart is gonna be up there
Yeah, I like that.
We had Restless Heart out here at the barn
for a show.
for a summer barn bash one
Yeah.
year, and so that she said, "I'll love you forever." That
Oh,
My
yeah,
awesome.
I wore their albums out.
Stuff. That's awesome. David, Lori Phelps, thank y'all so
Yeah.
much for being on Swanky Southern Nights. We appreciate you so much.
Yeah, thank y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.